and be gentle with yourself. Be gentler with yourself than you even can imagine. Give yourself a few minutes to cry. Let it be. It's okay. Hold yourself through that. And then say, okay, not too much. Not too much. Just be kind to me. Put on something comical. I loved watching the Minions. I felt like it was the Minions that were saving me. Like all these people who were stepping up and stepping in their own weird and goofy ways were saving me. What it was an extraordinary act of love that taught me that I deserved an extraordinary act of love, that I was capable of giving extraordinary acts of love to myself, also to you. It showed me a way that I believe we can change our world for the better. And it does come. They want to make us hate each other. They want us to hate each other. I don't. I want us to love ourselves. We should. Why would beautiful souls try to force themselves to fit into, thank you, Hillary, for the correct word, to deplorable human beings, deplorable systems? We aren't meant to fit into those systems. We are meant to shine. We are meant to be exactly who we're born, to love ourselves and to love each other and to love the universe, the spirits, the gods, the whatever you think of that works for you. The redwoods, the trees, whatever it works for you. There is a way of focusing yourself through your healing, through love, and through gradually lifting your energy, gradually finding your way. There was a moment in the hospital, when not long after I'd been brought in, quite literally starved to death. I was in a room with this woman. She was the original Rosie the Riveter. She was freaking unbelievable. This incredibly short, powerful. She'd been through so much. She also was a survivor. She was a woman who had been the first woman to be licensed and to work construction, to drive all the big trucks, like the rigs, like the huge construction trucks. That she had been doing it in the 70s. Think about that. What a badass. Her body was full of screws. She had been through many surgeries. She rode that body till the wheels fell off. We were in the same room. Her pain was so bad one night. It was when Miley Cyrus and her sister had released this beautiful, soulful song from a party. I found it and it was so beautiful. It was so moving. She was in pain and I was like, listen to this song, listen. And I played it for her. She slowly got out of bed. I got out of bed. We met in the middle of the room. We were playing that song. We were holding each other up, holding hands and holding each other up. We were just dancing 3 o'clock in the morning in a hospital room together to that beautiful song by Miley and her sister. I have to look up the name again. It was magic, that moment. Her pain eased. Her soul found a calm. It was magic. There was a moment when I was had been first brought in the ambulance. I was forgetting. I was so weak. I could not lift a hand. I could not physically move myself because I was too weak and too dehydrated. It was accidental. I'd been so cold the night before that I'd wrapped myself up in electric blankets and finally fallen asleep. When I woke up in the morning, I had been sweating. I had accidentally completely dehydrated myself. I couldn't move. I was drifting. I was forgetting to breathe for longer and longer periods of time. I didn't feel like I needed to anymore. This one young doctor said, keep breathing. I was just trying. How can I get myself to breathe? I thought, if I can just make myself laugh, just one, I could take another breath. One laugh, one is one more breath This was one of the stories that my friend had told me about. He told me about this. He said there was a doctor in his vision, that in his dream, in his vision for me, there would be a point where there was a doctor, a young doctor, who said, keep breathing, and it would save me. And then I would tell someone else, he said, it's like a candy striper, not somebody, not another doctor, just not even a nurse. And that same young doctor would overhear the nurse telling someone else this story. And it would become kind of his thing that he did. That was going to come to play for somebody else in the future. Again, like, okay, buddy, I don't know what painkillers you want. They sound like they're really good. Until it happened. And it happened. A young woman came in and I told her, I was like, oh my God, I think when that guy told me to keep breathing and they gave me IV fluids, I was starting to resuscitate. I said, I think someone saved me. I heard someone say, keep breathing, and it saved me. They were wheeling me out to go for imaging. As I was being wheeled to the elevator to go for imaging, I could hear some women talking at the nurses' station. There was the young doctor was standing at one end, and there were some young women, some nurses and a young woman at the other end who were talking about that story. And I was like, oh my God, this is crazy talk. This is totally freaking bonkers shit. One thing after another. Crazy, beautiful, big, small, tiny details, huge events, like all levels of coincidences, or what you would like to call them, happened. I met people that just showed up and moved and changed my world. Continue to. I continue now. For whatever you could say, maybe it's crazy, maybe it's not, but I'm not crazy. I know that now. For the first time in my life, I have faith. It's not, I'm still anti-theist. I still believe that hell is for people who fear hell. Religion is for people who fear hell. Spirituality is for people who have already been there. The ultimate skeptic that I am, I've developed a sense of spirituality. I have come to feel that I'm here for a reason, that I'm alive for a reason. I'm excited about that. I'm excited for this purpose. I am entrusting myself, my soul, the words, I'm entrusting myself. So much so that I'm not afraid to talk to you about crazy ass. I would like one more time to take a moment for everyone to think about all of the women and children and people who are in these concentration camps and in these 62 million in February alone. I want you to take a moment and think about what it would feel like for you to not be able to bear being in your own skin again because you feel that revolted, because that's what it feels like. Very hard to manage. And I want you to know that you can recover. I want you to know that you can do it. I want you to know that you can heal. And I want you to know that we as a nation, as a people, as a world, are capable of rising. And we don't have to fight with hatred. We have to fight with love, with belief, with helping in every single way we're capable of helping. Everybody we can, including ourselves. We have to fight by building a safety net together out of our communities in which everybody feels safe, in which everybody has love, in which the frequency and the vibes, if you will, since I'm in California, and the vibes are so good that we become what we know we already are. A nation built on radical inclusivity, built on love,